This is like somebody's taking me. Shut it down, shut it down.
These bitches nowadays is fake. They out here setting you up.
These girls ain't got nothing on you. Ain't got nothing on you. Ain't got nothing on you. Good love.
This shit was all I knew. You and me only. I did it all for you. Still you were lonely. We could've worked it out. But I guess things change. It's funny how someone else's success brings pain. When you're no longer involved, that person has it all, and you just stuck standing there. But I'm gonna need you to say something, baby. Say something, baby. Say something, baby. Say something. I'm gonna need you to say something, baby. I'm gonna need you to say something, baby. I am the topic of conversation. It's a celebration. Let's toast to the fact that I moved out my mama basement to a condo downtown, cause it's all about location. I sit and drink wine and watch Californication of life. You should've been here to kick it with me. We could've split this whole thing up 50-50. But now I'm at the 40-40 getting bitches tipsy. Killing shit, the ever so talented Mr. Ripley. How I go from being a man that you argue with to me and Dwayne Carter putting out the hardest shit. I should wanna go back to the one I started with, but I'm addicted to this life, it's gonna be hard to quit. Yeah, just ask me how things are coming along. You can tell me that you never heard none of my songs, long as you end up saying one day you plan to listen. Cause what's a star when it's most important man is missing? All I know, you and me only. I did it all for you, still you were lonely. We could've worked it out, but I guess things change. It's funny how someone else's success brings pain. When you're no longer involved, that person has all. But I'm gonna need you to say something, baby. Say something, baby. Say something, baby. Say something. I'm gonna need you to say something, baby.
Hey y'all, that jerk air roll. I'm impressed. Y'all know, first of all, where I live is not many like black food restaurants. Like, it's not really, it ain't cultured in that way. So when I seen a truck that said jerk this, I said jerk what? This is one of the jerk egg rolls, girl. It's a little crispy, but it's good. I don't know, I wanted it to be cheese in it, but it's jerk cabbage and jerk chicken in there, and it's good. Can that man come home and cook for me? Oh. Baby, that egg roll was just that good. Oh, it came with some sauce. My little thirsty ass. Let's taste the rice real quick. I got dirty rice. Ooh. I got jerk dirty rice, cornbread, and some egg rolls. I wasn't expecting that. Let me show y'all how it look. Get into it. Baby, get into it. Yes. But I'm about to run up in the store real quick. Hopefully I don't see nobody I know. The fuck? Or hopefully don't nobody that know me see me. Anyway, I can't be out here in these streets like this. What was you looking at? I can't be out here in these streets like this. Let me get my black ass in the house. For one. Because I don't know who the fuck I think I am. I need some gas and some more shit. Come on, buddy. Come on, boo. I'll see you. With your baby on board. I am not getting much out this store. much at all, okay? So, okay, I'm gonna see y'all when I get home, girl. Girl, I'm at home, girl. I'm full and I'm in the bed. But I'm full and I'm in the bed. They didn't have none, girl. Oh, you like those? Yeah, I love Chelsea's eyes. Girl, that jerk dirty rice did it. It did it for me. Y'all, I can't wait to get my hair braided. I get my hair braided by this young girl. June 1st, right before my birthday. My goal is to have my hair in braids all summer. Can y'all see me? Girl, I got 5 minutes left on this memory card. I'm finna have to change my memory card. If I don't talk to y'all for the rest of the night, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow when I get off. Like I said, I get off early, Pooh. I want to tell y'all something. I want to talk to y'all about something, but it's not set in stone yet. It is set in stone. It's for me. What's for me is for me. But I got 5 minutes on this memory card, y'all. I need to dump everything that's on this memory card off because I got my shower routine stuff on this memory card, and I need to go ahead and get it up off my memory card. And I'm gonna see y'all later. I don't see y'all tonight. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
She look like 90s R&B. Her friends, I guess, WV. Took the weave out and left it short. It still look hella good to me, baby. I'm the secret biggest fan that's different. We can do it.
I am here in Starbucks. And I'm trying to get my vlogs uploaded, girl. I don't know what y'all know how Wi-Fi is over there at my house, child. So I got off work a little bit early today, so I can go ahead and get my work done because I have 4 videos I need to go up by today's Thursday. So I'm hoping, because you don't want to put your videos out too close together. So I just put the hair video out maybe on no, because everybody upload on Sunday and Saturday. And then I want to say everybody upload on, I don't know when I'm going to put the vlog out, but I have another hair video and then I have a shower routine. Girl, I don't know when I'm going to put those out. I need to put myself on the upload schedule and stick to the schedule. I need to stick to the schedule because it's getting out of hand to the point where I literally can't even keep up. And I don't know why my last hair video didn't upload in 4K and I'm pissed about it. I'm not even gonna hold you guys. So girl, I'm walking out of Starbucks. It feels so good outside. And I ain't got no kids for at least 2 more hours, y'all. What I'm finna do with myself, let's just go browse and burn this hand, kill some time. Ain't shit else to do. Might as well. Don't you ever feel like people come by you to be nosy? I really feel like people be curious as to what I'm doing, and they come by me, park by me, do all of the things to be nosy. And girl, it could just be me. They probably not studying my ass, honestly. But I really feel like people be nosy as hell. I really feel like that. Y'all going right back behind the steering wheel because, like, I don't have to think, so where else would y'all go? But let's go and browse in Burlington real quick. I should have bought my camera. No, I shouldn't have. There's so much stuff on my camera that I need to take off my camera. Girl, go to the dollar store and get you a whole bunch of these. Perfect for your lips. Perfect, okay? Okay. Okay, Ronnie, I'm gonna call you back. Alright, bye. I'm about to go clean my house out and I need to pick up some deodorant. And then I'm gonna come back home and I'm gonna cook. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how the Sunday vibes be at my house. I feel like I changed the settings on this camera and I don't know, girl, how to change it back. Why do I feel so washed out? Anyhow, let's be on our way. Be on our way to the telly. I've had a very productive morning. Okay? I got a bill I need to pay, actually. I'm just washing clothes. I need to clean my car out for the week because it's dirty. And I need to, wash the inside of it out because it's dusty. So that's what we're about to go do really quick. Hopefully we can make this real goddamn quick, okay? Because I'm trying to be outside. I'm doing a retrograde. Not me, girl. Not me. So I need to wipe it out. I have a lip gloss in my dog. It's cold out here, y'all. It is 40 degrees outside. Wow, who the fuck knows? Like, what is the reason? Yeah, I gotta glow. Let's do one more check and then pull we out. Boom. Alright, let's go. What are y'all doing? Who running? What you running for? What you running for? I think I fixed it, girl. I think so. Now, are y'all too dark? The exposure was up to 3. And I was watching what settings should my camera be on YouTube. Girl, he said 0.3 and not 3. Because clearly 3 is too bright. But I am, don't start with me today. Don't start with me today. I'm about to cook my dinner. It's like 2 o'clock. Yeah, I'm about to put my dinner on. Of course, it's Sunday. It's a chill Sunday. I'm at home. Y'all know when I be at home all day, it's a Sunday because I've been working every day. So I'm not about to make nothing but spaghetti and barbecue chicken, y'all. I need to get better with cooking during the week. I do not cook during the week. Don't even. I'm gonna get it together. Tomorrow it's May 1st, and we're gonna sit down at the vanity tonight, do our skincare, and we're gonna talk about our goals going into May. Because y'all know I went on hiatus in April. So we're gonna talk about our goals going into May.
What are your off days in May?
I don't have any. Sunday.
Only off day is Sunday.
Sundays.
What about
Sundays.
Tuesday and Thursday?
Sunday. No, I'm working on those days. Thursdays will be my short days. I'll probably be only working 3-4 hours on those days. But why? Y'all gonna be at school anyway. You think I'm gonna be at home? But I'm gonna meet y'all tonight. I'm gonna cook my dinner. I'm gonna show y'all how my dinner looking and stuff. And then tonight, before we go to bed, to start our week, new week, new month, we gonna write our goals down and we gonna get it together. Okay, because I got a couple of goals, and I want to be in the bed tonight by 8 o'clock because I'm getting up in the morning at 5 o'clock. We're getting back on routine, baby. We're getting back on routine. I'm starting to feel a little bit more like myself. We are still in a retrograde until May 14th, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm not starting anything new. I'm just getting back on track. So let's go ahead and start dinner.
But these bitches nowadays is fake. They out here setting you up. They just not.
Yeah, I'm cooking.
So learn
I'm
to
watching
enjoy
Love Your
it.
Natural.
Anyway, before this turns into a whole
Hold on,
other
let me
girl
pause.
talk
Let
about
me say
friends,
something. Out of all the years I've been watching YouTube, I've been watching YouTube for a very long time. I've been wanting to vlog for a very long time, and I just started last year. This is my second year into vlogging, right? So when I first started watching YouTube, I used to watch all the time the Kid Star, Ivy, what my hair doing right here, and Bella, which is Love Your Natural. And she will always, Love Your Natural, she's just like a motivational speaker. She's a motivational speaker, and she does her vlogs or whatever. I feel like she is one of the realest people, the most transparent people on YouTube. One of. She's in my top 5. Like, it's her, it's Tiara from Tiara J Beauty, Mima, of course, Jemima. But Love Your Natural was one of the very first people that I started watching, and I started watching her because she would always do like these girl talks, and every time she would do these girl talks, girl, I'd be right there like, this is my best friend. And to this day, I still watch her. Even though now I'm just now vlogging, all of these women that I used to watch back in the day, I'm like, yeah, I'm finna pick up the camera, I'm finna start vlogging. All of these women inspired me to vlog, just like day-to-day, everyday life. And it's just so, girl, why is y'all in? It's just so amazing to see them like years later still picking up a camera. Like, I pray that's me. But I have to tell y'all a story, right? The other day, Saturday I had to be at work at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? My son, yes, I'm sipping and I'm cooking. It's a vibe over here. I'm vibing, the kids straight. My house is quiet. I'm cooking and I'm sipping. It's the weekend, poo. So, the other night, I had to be at work at 4 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning. I wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning. My son was up. There was no school. He was up. He came downstairs. Oh, he was in my bathroom, and the kids know I don't go in my bathroom. I have to have my own bathroom. It's just what I have to do. Y'all bathroom is downstairs. Don't go in my bathroom. So I'm like, why you in my bathroom? He like, somebody left my sink on. Girl, flooded the whole bathroom. Like, and then it dripped down into my kitchen, and now two of my ceiling lights are like messed up. So I'm waiting for maintenance to come and fix it, right? Y'all, in that moment, mind y'all, I keep saying we in a retrograde, and I keep saying we in a retrograde because my emotions have been up and down and all over the place, girl. It has been up and down all over the place. Let me see if I can prop y'all up somewhere so we can talk and chit-chat. I don't want to take y'all off my tripod. But in that moment, girl, I just was just like, Adrian, just go back to bed. You gotta be, mind you, it's almost 2 o'clock. I have to be at work at 4:30. Adrian, just go back to bed. Figure it out in the morning. I'm laying there. I'm like, girl, you not finna be able to go to sleep. Get your ass up. clean up as much as this. Y'all, it was just so much water. My son was trying to clean it up. My youngest son ended up telling me he made a mistake. He was on his virtual, he was on his Oculus and wasn't paying attention. And like in that moment, me laying down trying to go back to sleep, girl, I just wanted to pack up all my shit and move. I was just so over it, y'all. Like, and it's crazy because I'm able to reflect back in that moment that just happened literally yesterday morning and just be like, Adrian, you just be doing the most. Bitch, I got on Zillow, like, I got on Zillow and started looking for completely new different cities and different townhomes. I'm just like, I'm leaving this shit. Like, I'm done. Like, I am completely over it. Like, literally, that was me at 2 o'clock in the morning over it on Zillow looking for places to live in a different state at that. Like, I'm so dramatic. It's not even fun. The retrograde is real, and I keep telling y'all this, like, before you even knew it was a retrograding been retrograding. And I say that because we just never knew what it was. And what it is retrograde in Mercury right now. And Mercury, you know, is ruled by communication. And communication is what my sign is ruled by. I'm a Gemini. And so I'm a communicator. So right now, the bitch is going backwards. And so my emotions have been going backwards as well, honey. It's just like... And then this morning I woke up and I was watching Jalea's video. Girl, what's her channel name? I don't know her channel name, but at the beginning of her video, girl, she was crying. I'm in the bed Sunday morning. I just woke up. Like, no reason in the world to be crying. None. I'm crying with her. Like, I'm over this shit. Life's too much. But her cry was more so a positive cry. But I felt that so bad. Like, what she was saying, I just felt that. Like, I just had to come on here and tell y'all, like, baby, my emotions been everywhere. My emotions have been everywhere. And I just been telling myself, you know, trying my best to stay as grounded as I possibly can. And not let things affect me as much, because it's just been like over the top. Little shit has been like over the top affecting me. Now I am on my period. Well, I'm coming off of my period, and we are in a retrograde, and I understand all of the things of the universe and, you know, all of that. But it's just like sometimes it's like I just had to tell y'all that my feelings been all over the place for the past week. I'm about to start back watching Bella. And y'all wanna watch me cook? Fuck it, y'all just gonna watch me cook. Let me see where I wanna. I'm a little tipsy too. I missed the beatbox with my wine.
So, life-changing thing number one.
I'm just a little.
I can't believe I'm saying this.
What?
So, remember a while back in my vlog, I opened up to you guys and I was like, so this is us, right? Well, I wish I had something more solid. Anyway, the car flipped, but I was so scared and this man seemed crazy to me. So I said, all right, I'll go with you.
It's a big ass pot of spaghetti. But I told the kids I was gonna make a big ass pot of spaghetti because, again, next week I'm working every day, and you know, when I get hungry, go get some of that damn spaghetti. Y'all seen that TikTok, or was it on Instagram, when the dude was like, how black people be with spaghetti? That's me. That's me, okay? Are y'all listening to her? It's crazy.
I'm a living testimony.
Bella was saying that she was scared of driving, right? Girl, why? Okay, so the way I learned how to drive, my mom always told me, well, tried to teach me how to drive, but she could never teach me because I was just that horrified. So let me tell y'all where my fear come from. When we were little, we used to always take trips on the road down south with my grandma to Mississippi. And my grandma's dead and gone right now. My soul, rest in peace. Girl, why we would take these trips, and my grandma was a hard-working woman, baby. So on her vacation, it was vacation time. Do you hear me? I'm talking about she drinking her little beers. You know, she doing what she do. my grandma would drink the night before we would go to Mississippi. And this was like a thing. When my grandma would take her 2-week vacation and go to Mississippi, we would go with her. Like, I'm familiar with going to Mississippi. Like, that's where my people from. So we would go down there, and we would always be getting ready throughout the week. But the night before, we would always get on the road at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And so the night before, we would have to pack up all our stuff and pack the car. And so my grandma had this thing, we couldn't stop. When she was on the road, we couldn't stop. Like, especially when we hit those southern states, my grandma would always be like, we're not stopping in no hick-ass town. You know, like, it's just how the world is. We not stopping in no hick ass town. If you gotta pee, we not stopping on the side of the road. You better hold your piss until we get to where she's familiar at. So we will always have to pack these coolers full of like juices and waters and food and stuff like that, right? So we would literally not have to stop for anything but gas. She didn't want us getting out the car. And mind you, this is a 12-hour drive to Mississippi. If we had to pee, we had to make sure we stopped and peed while we was up north. Once we hit down south, it wasn't no stopping. The first stop to fill up for gas was always right before we hit down south. Like, my grandma grew up down south. Y'all know how it was. Like, she wasn't chancing it with us. So when we hit Winona, Mississippi, or when we hit Kill Michael, Mississippi, y'all probably ain't even heard of these towns because they just that small. My grandma or my people from Kill Michael, Mississippi. Very small town. Once we hit Kill Michael, Mississippi, where she was familiar at, where she knew it was nothing but black people, that's when we stopped. But anywhere outside of that, when we was down south, we couldn't get up out that car. She was not stopping. And so we had to make sure we had everything we needed in that car, and make sure we went to go pee right in the gas station, like right before we hit, I want to say right before we hit Tennessee. She would always stop and get gas, because once we hit Tennessee and them other states, baby, we weren't getting out the car, we weren't stopping. This particular time, we was getting ready to go. My grandmother, was drinking her beer. She had got real drunk. And this time, she decided to not sleep it off. She like, fuck it, we finna get on the road right now. And I'm just like... As a child, I knew I had anxiety. As a child, I knew I was horrified out of my mind about getting on the highway. It was just something about that road that I just did not like. It was something about that road, especially when my grandma drove. Now, as an adult now, I'm more comfortable with getting on the road with certain people. I do not get in the cars with everybody, y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all what it stemmed from. As a child, I knew I had that anxiety with getting in that car with my grandma, because I knew 9 times out of 10 she was gonna be drunk. Now, mind you, I grew up with that grandma that drunk beers, and that didn't always tell us she was proud of us or tell us she loved us, but we just knew it through other actions. We just knew it. I grew up in that household. You know how some people grow up with the church-loving grandmother and a grandmother that came home and cooked for her husband. Now, my grandma came home. She got in her shower. She wanted me to do her hair. And she got her beard, baby. Okay? I grew up with that grandmother. So, this particular night, my grandma was like, nah. She ain't sleeping it off. She feeling herself. We getting on the road now. She pissy drunk. You know, she likes to get up and she liked to talk her little shit when she drunk. We like, Granny, you need to go to sleep. Go to sleep. Mind you, my mama wasn't there. So, growing up, I grew up in my mama's house. In my grandma's house. It was me, my grandma, and my siblings. And we grew up in my grandmother's house. My mama wasn't there. She was always either at school or at work. And she wasn't there, but she knew we was getting on the road in the morning. So, she was going to see us before we got on the road in the morning. And every time before we get on the road in the morning, we would always say this big prayer. The family would go around, would be in a circle, we holding hands, and we would pray. We'd get in the car on the road. Fine. This particular night, none of that shit happened. My grandma drinking her beers, you know, she telling us to put this in the car, make sure y'all got this because y'all not stopping, da 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 da. She ain't go to sleep. So in my mind, I'm like, Granny ain't sleep that bit off. You know what I'm saying? My mama didn't come home. We didn't say the big prayer in the circle. So we in the car and I'm horrified out my mind, y'all. Like, I'm so scared. I'm shaking. And I remember this shit. I will never forget this shit. I want to say I was 13. And my sister will always sit in the front. I will always be right behind Granny, right behind the driver's seat. And my brother will always be right behind my sister, always. And we would have the cooler right in the middle of me and my brother. It's crazy. Like, all this shit will always happen. So this particular night, we didn't say our prayer. We got right in the car. And I'm just like, somebody need to call Mom. Like, somebody need to call Mom. Nobody never called Mom. We on the road. We on the road. We probably like, we 30 minutes, we 20 minutes out. We 30 minutes out. We doing good. My grandma doing good. My sister was like my grandma's second set of eyes. And if my sister wasn't in the front, I wouldn't have been okay. So me knowing that my sister was in the front, I'm like, okay, you know, Ronnie got it. You know, she got it. Like, she driving. What? What you shushing for? So, look at the chicken in the oven. So, we 30 minutes out. I'm like, okay, Granny doing good. We 40 minutes out. I'm like, okay. Go get another towel. I need to take it out. I need a towel, though. We 40 minutes out. We doing good. By this time, it's probably, I want to say it's like, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm dozing off, y'all. When I was a kid, I just felt like if my abs was on the road, every time, if I did not go to sleep, we was going to be fine. But as soon as as soon as that particular night, I ended up dozing off. Let me get my phone. I ended up dozing off. So I'm like, fuck. I dozed off. I just couldn't fight it no more, y'all. I really could not fight it. I dozed off. What woke me up was my sister screaming. And I wake up. Y'all, I wakes up. Hold on. But I'm dozing off in the car. I'm like, you know, we 40 minutes out. We drive. My grandma driving. She good. I'm steady watching her eyes. Steady watching. Put it over there. I'm steady watching her eyes. So I'm like, okay, Granny doing good. Ronnie watching the road. She not going to sleep. I could just go ahead and go to sleep. Because at this point, I couldn't fight it no more. So I'm like, I'm going to sleep. Girl, I wake up. I want to say I was asleep for maybe 20 minutes. I wake up to my sister screaming. And you know how you wake up, I'm adjusting. Girl, the car is spinning. The car is spinning so fucking fast. I couldn't do nothing but hold on to the handle on the door and the cooler. Like, I'm bracing myself because it's spinning so fast. I look over at Gerald. Gerald's still asleep. Oh, but I think he was sleeping. I'm not sure. But my sister is still screaming myself. The car stopped. Boom. Like, I'm talking about stop. Just like, boom. Y'all, we get out the car. We trying to see how bad it was. My grandma on the right side in the back, the tail light was just busted out. We stopped. The only thing that stopped us, it was the metal rail. And you know, if y'all are a road people, you know those metal those metal rails, the metal rail, girl. Those metal rails are only there when you are on like a bridge or coming up to a bridge. Is when they have those metal rails there. So I'm like, we stopped on a metal rail. Like, though, that is how strong the metal rails is. Coming up when you going up to a bridge. If y'all on the road, when y'all take y'all next road trip, pay attention. When you coming up to a bridge where there's, and it don't even have to be like a real big bridge. It could be a small bridge or whatever type of bridge that has water under it. It has metal rails going up on it. Pay attention. So I get out. I'm like, if this metal rail wasn't here, we would be over in the fucking water. When I tell y'all, the shit traumatized me so bad. Because I used to live in Chicago. And you know, y'all know the buses and the trains out there basically run all night. I'm like, ain't no reason to get a car. I'm like, ain't no reason to get a car. I could take the bus and the train all my life. Like, all my life. And then I started to have kids. And I'm like, fuck this train shit. And so the kids' dad taught me how to drive. But it was just like, I learned how to drive in a parking lot. Like, basically just like, learning how to park, learning how to bag up, learning how to turn. My mama always taught me how to drive, but she was just always that nervous, so she just could not teach me. Like, she could not teach me. And I didn't take the driver's part of driver's education. I don't know why. I don't remember taking that part. And so when I got older, I want to say like maybe when Arnell was like a year, he 15 right now. Arnell was like, yeah, I had Arnell when I was in 2018. In 2008, and I moved out of state. We kind of moved on our own, you know, our little journey. He was just like, nah, baby, you finna have to learn how to drive. So he would teach. We had bought this little $700 car, baby. And he would take me to this parking lot that was right across the street from the mall. And it was a big parking lot. And he'd just give me the keys and say, drive. And I'd drive around the parking lot until I was comfortable enough to drive on the streets. And then I learned how to drive on the streets. I wasn't taught to learn how to drive on the expressway. One day I just kind of got on it. Like I just got on it and went the pace that the other cars was going. But y'all, when I tell y'all, I am horrified to get on the expressway. I don't want to say horrified. I don't want to say like, oh my God. One of these days, I feel like the only thing that will get me comfortable with driving on the expressway is if I just got out there on my own. It would literally have to take me to get out there on my own. And it's crazy because before I moved to Iowa, I used to jump on 290 all the time. Y'all know 290 out there in the city. In Chicago, I used to jump, what? Be somewhere in 5 minutes flying. Do you hear me? But once I got out here, it was kind of different. It was like, it's just kind of different, like, y'all. And so I'm going to take y'all on a journey with me on teaching myself, because I know how to drive on the expressway, teaching myself to get comfortable with driving on the expressway. That's a little fun fact about me. Your girl is horrified to you on the expressway. Like, at the big age that I am 32, baby. I'm scared to get on the expressway, bro. And, but it's okay, because once I finally, and I'm going to take y'all with me, it's going to take y'all to get me comfortable to drive on that goddamn expressway. That, I always think about that accident, about how scared I was, how I knew something was going to happen, how I just knew something was going to happen. And that night, that day that was like the biggest accident of my life, y'all. And it just did something to me. I'm just like, even though I would get on the expressway in Chicago all the time, just flying, it will always be like, yeah, Adrian, okay, you need to slow down or get the fuck off right here. You know what I'm saying? But once I got out here, it just kind of like, and I always look at it as like an emotional blockage. And I say an emotional blockage because when I'm driving long distances, even on a road, I will have a small panic attack. And it will only happen when I was with somebody or when I was in a relationship. We have to sit down and talk about it, because right now I'm trying to cook and I'm watching my food and stuff, and it's probably not making sense. But it's an emotional blockage, because now that I'm by myself and I'm getting back into the groove of being alone, I've been single for a year now. You know, I've done my little dip and dab, but like single for a year now, and I've gotten that comfortability alone, y'all. It's a lot of different things that I'm teaching myself alone, and it's different. Like, it's a different level because you by yourself. You ain't got the opinions of nobody. You don't have like a motherfucker telling you, you doing this wrong, do it like this. Or you doing that wrong, do it like that. You are literally going off your own feeling, going off your own thinking, going off your own gut. And it's nothing like it. And I say that because, y'all, we got to finish this conversation. As you come back to this video, we got to finish this conversation tonight when we doing our skincare at the Vanity, because it's so much shit that I'm learning about myself. And it feels so good. Like I told y'all, I went into isolation. I went into a hiatus at the beginning of April. And I felt the need to go into the isolation, not only for preparation. It wasn't nothing like taking me away from the world. It's just preparation and certain shit. Y'all know when y'all had them seasons of people steady trying to attack you and you just steady having to fight shit off. But in this season, it's like, I am not that person. Like, baby, when I tell you what's good, I was that person. Like, what's good? But I know I'm not that girl no more. And so it caused me to reflect. Like, Adrian, what are you putting out there to attract these type of people? Or to attract this type of energy? Girl, we done got all off subject, but it's so much that I want to tell y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all tonight at the Vanity. So let's go back and play Bella's video, because she literally took me into a story time, And I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling good, and I want y'all to feel good with me too. This is the second life-changing.
Because we got nothing on you. We got nothing on you. Good love.